Example 2. In a learning theory project, the psychologist discovered that the f of t is equal to 0.8 over 1 plus e in exponent minus 0.2 t is a model for describing the proportion of correct responses f of t after t learning trials. A, let me write here A, what they're looking to find. A, let me find here a pen. A is a f of t, so find the proportion of correct responses prior to learning trials taking place. So if we are taking before it started, let me take f of 0 is going to be equal, and here is 0.8, the function of it is, and instead of the t I am plugging 0 plus e in exponent minus 0.2 times 0, but here is going to be everything 0, so this one is going to be 0.8 divided by 1 plus e in a 0, but e in a 0 is 2, so f of 0 is 0.2 divided, e in a 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 0.8 divided by 2 is 0.4. So the correct responses prior to the learning trials taking place is 0.4. So now let's go with a different, let's go on B. So B here is find the proportion of correct responses after 10 learning trials. So after 10 learning trials, we can take f of 10 is equal to the 0.8 times 1 plus e in exponent minus 0.2. Instead of the t, we plug in 10. Now f of 10 will be equal, so 0.8 times 1 plus, here now we have a negative, 0.2 times 10 is 2, so is e in exponent minus 2. So this one we have to be a little careful because we needed to calculate with the calculator, and here we have 1 plus e in minus 2, but let me take a calculator here and let me calculate here. So okay, so we have here e in exponent, let me write here 2 minus 2 in exponent e is 0.13 is plus 1 is equal with 1.135. And now if we are, let me write it here 0.1, so let me write that's 0.135. and now, so just let me make sure here, yes. So, and if we calculate everything here, we can divide now, we can divide the 0, this is 0.8, 0.8 divided by 1.135, and we get approximately 0.70. So if we calculate everything, it's going to be 0.70. So f of 10, let me write here, f of 10 is going to be equal to the 0.70. And now in the C, let me take a different color. See what the C says. Says what is the limiting size of f of t, the proportion of correct responses as the continuous learning trials take place. So to find this one, we find the limit. So let the t approaches infinity, and we have here 0.8 over 1 plus e in a minus 2t. Okay, 0.2t, okay? So just let me erase this because it's not very correct. This value is minus 0.2t. And if we find the limit of the 0.8, we can factor here 0.8. And what happened here is a limit. T goes to infinity, and we have a 1 here. I'm sorry, let me erase this mess. 1 plus e in exponent 1 plus e in exponent minus 0.2t. So we have this case, and this we can write it this way: 0.8 times a limit of t goes to infinity, and here is a limit t goes to infinity. Okay, sorry for this. And here is 1. And a limit of 1 here is going to be 1. So 0.8 times 1. But here is a 1 plus e in exponent minus 0.2t. If we are writing here, limit in 1 is 1, this here. So this is 1 plus. But the limit in exponent, this minus 0.2t, is going to be 1 over, is going to be the limit 1 over e in exponent to t. And and this one is going to be 1 over infinity, as 1 goes to infinity, this is going to approach 0. So this one, everything is going to be equal to 0. And now everything 1 divided by 1 plus 0 is 1 times 0.8 is 0.8. So the maximum limit, so as the limiting size of f of t, this proportion to the correct responses is going to, the size is going to limit to 0.8. So 0.8 is going to be the limiting size. It's not going to go greater than 0.8.